Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in, or what time you're watching this video. I am very excited because it's been a while since we've seen Dimash again, and I feel like, honestly, I was worried that I was going to have missed so much. I'm really glad that I think on this channel I've only seen 2 official music releases so far since we have done one of this, which means we're not too far behind, which is great. And there's tons to catch up on. But this one is called Love's Not Over Yet. And so just like our love is not over yet, love you all. Without further ado, let's just jump right in, shall we? Let's go. Oh, are you late for school? I love how the footsteps are so loud. They really punctuate the TV. This is so bright. I'm just gonna. Oh, love's not over. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, this is before he even. Oh, that's great.
The long summer days.
I don't like how I felt like we were about to be so happy. We were about to enjoy this blossoming relationship and love. And then Dimash is singing on what appears to be an airplane that looks like it crashed. Not super excited to see how this turned out in that sense, but let's hear it. His voice is silky smooth as always.
Gone is the spring and the long summer days. Cold has set in now that you've gone away. Retracing my steps, wondering where I went wrong. I'm haunted by the words I didn't say.
Bro, that is such a real feeling, being haunted by the words that you didn't say, isn't it? Doesn't it always kind of feel like that? It's almost, even if you got to say everything that you wanted to say, there will always be things that you think of that you still wanted to say. And that will, and that's possibly the curse of having this kind of conscious thought, is that no matter how much time we have, no matter what we get to say, sometimes it's never enough. And it's almost like Dimash channels that into his vocals here. You can feel it. He feels like he's hollowed out by the missed opportunities, and that's the way that he's singing this so far. And it's beautiful, but tragic.
I didn't say.
Oh, we got a surge of music. Wow.
I loved you like fire, but I buried the flames. I never had the courage to explain. Each time I close my eyes, I see you here with me.
Wow.
I'll give it all to hold you near to me, and you'll always just be all
then the chorus, it's truly about just like these two, and it's like all the words that he wanted to say, he gets to say in this chorus, but that almost makes you wonder, is this chorus written because he never got to say those words? And so even while he's singing of this love, of this beautiful, beautiful relationship that blossomed, you hear that pain of, while he felt this way, you know that part of him never got to say all of these things, even if he wished so hard that he could have. But to have even experienced this in a small like window of time that we have, to have experienced all these feelings is still a gift. And yet sometimes that gift can be so painful, because it's like, it reminds you that time is short, and it reminds you that not everything lasts forever. But in that time that you do spend, and in the love that you do have, to cherish it and make the best of what you can. And I really love that all of that is kind of channeled into the way he's singing this, and how the music kind of swelled up, and we got an almost inspirational orchestration as we begin to sing more about our love that we shared, as opposed to the things that we missed saying. And it's like truly that love fills him up in terms of like lyrically, because we see the lyrics change, but also musically, as we see the track get more and more filled with instruments, but also feelings, like positive feelings, like happiness, and almost like a rise, a surge, as the love raises us up. And that's beautiful. And then the imagery obviously on the video is great too. And they actually got to spend time, or maybe this is what he thinks was possible if he had said all those things, which would hurt even more, probably. He's not making it home.
I will give it all to hold you near to me, and you'll always just beyond my reach. But how my answer,
bro, you know what hurts more than the idea of him not coming back is the idea that mom walked into the room, and with that expression, and his daughter already knew, because it's not the first time that this has happened. And so it's like, it's almost like this going through his head now, all these times where he wasn't home, all these times that he put his career over his love, over his family, even though he was doing it for them too, right? Like he was doing it for them to have a happy life. And yet at the same time, it's like, because he was doing those things, he wasn't able to spend the time with the people that he loved and say the things that you need to say. And that's the thing that you remember at the end, is the time that you had with the ones that you loved. And that's why the song is so much more gut-wrenching, because it's like, this is something I think everyone can resonate with, in that we've all spent time on something we thought was a high priority, and come to realize that maybe we could have spent time doing other things that were maybe more of a higher priority, and just were not as present in our minds. And sometimes it's like, the people around you, they know that they're missing their time with you too, but they don't want to say anything because they don't want to hurt you either for the things that you're doing. And it's like this complicated mess of emotions in experiencing loss that we haven't even lost yet, but we know that that time is lost. And so that in and of itself is a loss. And you feel all that in the way that Dimash is also singing this. It's like, there's a pain, there's a wrench in his heart, and it's hurt so much, and you can feel it as he resonates with the song. That sucks, man.
with a new beginning. I could
No.
be your hero, your romance. You hold our destiny inside
No.
your hands.
Bro, no. So instead of surprising them at home, instead of surprising Dimash at home, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Let me just put this back up. Instead of him being home to be surprised by the cake that they made, they decided instead to surprise him at wherever he is. And that's just like, that's so tragic because it's like, I'm guessing from how the song is going, I don't know why it's so blurry, but I'm guessing that, oh, maybe I do. Oh, there we go. Hey, nice. Okay, cool. They're the ones who are going to pay the price because they just wanted to surprise dad with a happy moment. And in that happy moment, when we saw the pilot on the phone during a thunderstorm, no less, or a lightning storm, no less, and they're going to lose their lives in the hopes of spending more time with the person who wasn't able to and finding a way to instead accommodate and make it to where he was so that they could spend that time with him on his birthday and share their love with him. And yet in that moment of choice to go and do that, they end up losing their lives. And that is actually freaking so tragic.
I could be your prince, your hero, your romance. You hold our destiny inside your hands.
He's gonna find the bear on the floor at the end of this.
Time I close my eyes, I see you here with me. I would give it all to hold you near to me. Yet you always just beyond my reach.
No.
But how my arms are getting nice, you together inside the material.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow. Just wow, man. So many things. Just so many things. One is like, man, the way he hits this chorus on the like for the last time, like it's the last time because you know it's the last time as far as we know. It's the last time that he gets to say these things and he puts this into his song and he just all that pain and all that sorrow, but all of that love and contentedness with the time that was able to be spent, but loss of the time that wasn't, the tragedy and the happiness, all of it merges into this power that just surges up as he hits this chorus. And he really, like, the operatic soundingness of it feels so heavy. Like, I don't know where exactly he goes in. I think it's around here. Yeah, right here. Doesn't that just feel like tragedy? Like you would go to see in an opera the tragic portion of the hero's fall, and it's like the hero was the love the whole time, and yet it took him so long to realize that, and that's what he's actually realizing as he hits that note is like the love was the most important part, and in a way he let it slip, and so it truly is the fall of his hero, which was his love, and it's like it's just it's so man, it's tragic, but it's also like you can almost think of it as a metaphor, right? Like the airplane could even be a metaphor for the love itself. It's like it was flying high until it experienced massive turbulence, in which was that empty space that's left open by the absence of that person, and then you end up experiencing this downfall of the love where things start to feel more distant, and it's like now it's both the metaphor and also what's actually happening as these two who just wanted to see their husband and dad just never make it to him, and it was meant to be a surprise born out of love, and now it's a loss born out of that surprise, and it's so tragic. But the way that he hits it and just the way this is all set up, and you got to think about it too, is like as he's singing, the only place he can imagine himself is with them at the end. So he would have rather died with his family than lived on the way he's living now. And he wishes he could have told them everything they needed to hear in that moment before impact, before the fear really fully mounted. He wishes that he could have told them all of these things before they were gone, and now they're gone, and now he can't say it, so he sings it out in this heartbreak for us, for himself in this room, but he's trapped in that space before they died. What were they experiencing? How could he have lived his life differently to arrive at a different outcome? But he wishes at the end of everything he was there with them, and that's that pain that we're hearing as he sings. Holy man, that was heavy. Yeah, that was amazing, and I guess it's a part one. I'm curious what part two looks like. Maybe they survived. Maybe they're in a hospital, and maybe it's part two is the uprise, like where they're starting to feel better and start to improve. Or maybe this is me trying to hope for better because I don't want it to end this way. But that was amazing. Wow. I hope that you enjoyed as well. Hope that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. Sorry for some of the camera issues, still working things out. But y'all know, love you lots, and I'll see you on the next one.